Good afternoon. Today I wanted to do back exercise. Earlier I'd mentioned in my last post that I wasn't going to share the back exercise, that I wanted to share a breathing exercise instead, and then I decided I would film both and just share them on different days, since I still feel like the back exercises are important, but the breathing seemed more important at the time to share. So find a spot where you can lay down on your stomach. A yoga mat, blanket, towel, carpet underneath is always more comfortable. You can be wearing whatever the most comfortable clothing is for you at this time for the exercise. It doesn't take a lot of mobility or stretching. It's just simple movement. So find a spot you can lay down on your belly. And we'll start out in a few different simple steps. Place your forehead right down to the mat. Give yourself room to let your arms spread straight out from the sides and find a cactus arm. And you're simply just going to start by inhaling to lift your arms up off of the mat or the floor. Exhaling, lowering them down. Trying to find the lift from in between your shoulder blades. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower down. Working through up to 10 of these. Just lifting and lowering. And then when you feel you've gotten that warm-up done, you've moved up and down, you're going to inhale. And this time you're going to lift your head and your chest and your arms up off the mat. You're going to keep your chin tucked down with your forehead facing down towards the mat. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower, letting your arms come all the way down. Inhaling to lift up. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Working through these. And then if you want to add a little extra challenge to it, there's all kinds of different options for challenges. You can inhale your lift, reach forward, draw your elbows back, lower down. Inhale, lift, reach forward, bring your elbows back and down. Or you can simply keep your arms up overhead, and as you inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. So while we're doing this, you're working your low back and some of the muscles through your upper back, especially with right now with everybody sitting a little bit more than normal possibly. It's really great to strengthen our low back. I mean, it's always great to strengthen our low backs, but this is a really good way to do it. The next thing you can do to step up even more or to try something additional to that is keeping your forehead down on the mat, your arms down along your sides. Slide your toes together, maybe even pressing your heels together. Keep your chin and tucked in, your forehead down on the mat. The top of your body is somewhat relaxed. You're going to squeeze through your legs and start to squeeze through your buttocks and just lift your legs up and away from the mat. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. When you lift, you're going to press your pelvis down into the mat so you can lift your legs, squeezing through your buttocks. Exhale, lower down. I'm running out of foot space, so I need to move up here. Squeezing your toes together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You can even try it with your feet a little wider apart. You can put them at hip width apart. You can even try them a little wider even. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Forehead stays centered. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. And here comes that little extra step, that little extra challenge. You can keep your arms down along your sides in that T. And when you inhale to lift, you can lift both head and chest and legs. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lifting and lowering with your inhales and exhales. Inhales give you that strength to lift. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can even try a little bit of a hold. Don't hold too long. You don't want to cause any strain or stress to the body. Just hold for 10-15 seconds, lower back down. And then once you've finished, take a moment, give your hips a little wiggle. Walk your feet about width of a mat, so just beyond hip width if you're not using a yoga mat. Start to walk your elbows in until your hands are straight out in front of you. Your palms are spread wide. Your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Keep your gaze in between your index fingers and your thumbs to keep your neck neutral. Give your buttocks a little wiggle to relax your low back. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let all the tension release out of your low back. And just rest here for a few breaths. And if you feel like you could go a little deeper into this stretch, or you want to try a little deeper in the stretch, you can press your palms deeply down into the mat. And as you inhale, you can start to straighten out your elbows. As you're doing so, remember to relax through your low back. If you're holding and squeezing through your low back while pushing, you're going to cause a little bit of tension. So relax through your low back and just gently open up through your chest, keeping your chin tucked down. If this does not feel good, simply lower back down onto your elbows, finding whichever spot works best. If you want to try the work on the opening, you can just start to straighten and lower. And then when you're finished here, tucking your toes under, starting to pull yourself up onto your hands and knees, sitting back onto your heels, whether your knees are together or apart. You can reach your arms forward, press your forehead down to the mat. You can let your arms drop wide. You can wrap them around your toes. Whatever feels best in your body. Just take a few moments. Sometimes it feels nice to rock back and forth a little bit here. And just find your space. And when you feel ready, slowly lifting yourself back up to seated and going about your day. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you love and light.